Welcome to the Appliance Show. Jonathan here from Curto's in New York, the Appliance Dude, and welcome to the inner sanctum of appliance knowledge. Folks, this is the way we rock. Today's video is actually a little different because instead of me getting in front of a camera and espousing my appliance knowledge, I'm going to take the time today to be humble and to show that I am not infallible. And that in fact, I can be wrong when it comes to, especially when it comes to predicting, forecasting product success. Okay? Case in point, we're going to talk about the GE Cafe CGS990SETSS. That is the freestanding GE Cafe double oven range that debuted last fall. Here's the scoop. Okay. I saw it last summer, first time any type of photo was presented to me with this product on it, showed it to my dad, we both agreed, this is not going to fly. The reason being, we were not, and it was even compounded when I visited the appliance show, not my appliance show, but the actual appliance buying show last fall. I wasn't into the lower oven. It was basically the lower ovens on the ground. And we just figured that, well, I was wrong, because not only are people buying the idea, they're buying the range and they're loving it. And, you know, GE Cafe slapped me. If you please, because this range is one of the great success stories that we've seen since last fall, and I am now positioning this range as an absolute killer application for New York City apartments. Okay, here's the deal. I have one particular customer who, well, let me actually turn around for a second. The reason why the range works, even with the oven being all the way in the bottom, is that you simply don't use the lower, larger oven all that much, unless you are running a catering company out of your domicile, or you entertain a great deal. For the most part, we found that people are using the upper, smaller oven most of the time, because most food items you're going to cook on a day-to-day basis can fit there very comfortably. No, you're not going to cook Thanksgiving dinner in there, but it'll be a great auxiliary oven for Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, the heavy lifting happens down below, and well, the fact is you're not going to use it all that much. I have a customer who bought the range, I'd say late November last year, lives in the Upper West Side of Manhattan, wrote me a beautiful, long, in-depth, involved review. Thank you, Lynn. After using it for several months. And here are a couple of things she had to note and this is coming from somebody who actually owns the product. No bias skewed reviews you're going to see online, of which probably 75% are garbage. People don't even own it. Okay, here's the scoop, and I'm going to refer to some notes on this here. All right. First of all, loves the power burners, okay? As you may know, in the front of the range, we have 5 burners up top. The 2 front ones, one is 20,000 BTUs, that's your tri-ring power burner, and you have a 17,000 BTU burner. I can't think of any of their competitors that are offering something that powerful in a freestanding 30-inch gas range that is not a quote-unquote pro cooking range, okay? So GE slays it in that capacity, all right? Power burners, beautiful up front, loves the simmer burners behind. Ovens heat very quickly, and the middle burner, which basically GE positions that, it's about 8,000 BTUs. It's positioned as basically something you'd use for griddle food. The range comes with a free griddle plate, so you have kids, you want to make eggs, pancakes, things like that. Beautiful. That is the perfect job for that middle burner, but it also can be used for funky shaped pots, i.e. my customer Lynn likes to put one of her Le Creuset pots on there, and you know, heats up rather quickly. She reduced the sauce and put the sauce on there to keep warm and stuff like that. So the 5th burner gives you some more flexibility, okay? And it's not just for making breakfast foods. Now here's the meat and potatoes as to why this thing is so great. The upper oven. This is the oven that you're going to do your heavy lifting with, because it's going to be used pretty much every day. What Lynn loved about it is the fact that it vents out on top. I mean, first of all, it's very flexible. Most foods, casseroles, etc. will fit in there. It vents out from the top. doesn't have the kitchen that warm. Now, you are in a spatially constrained New York City apartment. You can't vent out, okay? You got to use a microwave to recirculate everything back in, i.e. the heat, okay? The lower oven doesn't use as much energy, doesn't give off as much heat, so you're not going to feel like you're cooking in a blast furnace. She absolutely loves this and told me, you must tell your New York City customers about this. This is a major, major, major benefit. There are also some other features about the ovens that you should definitely know about. Very important. GE is offering self-cleaning in both of the ovens and convection in the lower oven. The lower oven, of course, also has the rolling racks, so you can access it very easily. What I really, and I never really considered the whole thing about emitting less heat, and I don't know if the people at GE were thinking that as well when they created this, but this is why this oven, this range, is an absolute killer piece for the city or any major metropolitan area where you can't vent out, you got a small kitchen. I've been in New York City kitchens and cooked in them, visited friends, and it really does become like you're in a blast furnace in there. We used to say this was the saving grace, this line, during the Great Recession, because they continued to sell as all the high-end business evaporated. And what they're doing, they're not resting on their laurels. You know, GE's really kicking ass. They're innovating, rolling out, brought new products out within the cafe line, and people are sucking it up. They work. They're good. Okay, and if you are looking at the cafe line, I believe there is a national rebate that is going to be kicked back into action momentarily, sometime in May if I'm not mistaken. So I'll have to find out about that and post something about it. Last one they ran was up to $500 back on a package rebate. You might want to look into that. Okay, folks, that's about it. The CGS990SETSS. It is a player. Hook it up. Any questions? Jonathan at Curtos.com.